Who that? Shout out yourself in the comments. I'm going to see him. Means 400 meter on track. That one view so far. The episode post ever turn out. Okay, relocate for United. Yeah, man. So as I said, the men's 400 meter currently on track. Rashid McDonald, Demis Gay, Anthony Cox, Devon Powell, Raheem Hills, Sean Bailey, DeAndre Watkins, and Zandrian Barnes, the 8 men to round out the field. So live pickup late, all different technical issues, but nevertheless, we are here. Um, let's see how much we can get out of this tonight. So only 2 months so far qualified for Jamaica in the 400 meter so far this season. However, um, the finals is set to be a fast one. So at least 3 or 4 more guys to go under that qualification mark. No clear favorite at the moment. So Javon Paul, the only man really dipped under 44 this season. Well, he dipped far under 44 um, with 44.5. Sean Bailey, the second man to a sub 45 clock in 44.93 seconds. And they are on their marks. Set. And they are off and clean. So far, you have Sean Bailey really going out hard. Zandrian Barnes already being closed down by the man on his inside. But you know, the two Florida man picking up well. Ryan Hills and um, Sean Bailey closing well in the final 100 meters, 32 point at that mark. And now Powell is gunning down back, but Bailey with his strong finish is whoa 44.6. DeAndre Watkins, the new national champion out of nowhere. His season best so far was 45.3, but now he has lowered it to 44.48 seconds. That was a beautiful run. That was a beautiful run. Upset and all. That's the end. Remember to like the live, subscribe to the channel if you're new. That was a big run by DeAndre Watkins to finish in that first position and qualify for the Olympics. On his last run, before the qualifying period ends, that was a big run from him, definitely. He was a real sleeper coming into this finals, and he really proved something. So the Michigan pulled up early in the race, but nevertheless, the times um, are as follows. DeAndre Watkins 44.48, Sean Bailey 44.65, Javon Powell third 44. Whoa, this is looking like they will be able to qualify that men's 4x4 team. So Javon Powell 44.79 to place third. Raheem Hills he clocked 45.42 seconds. So good running by the men in the 400 meters. Zandrian Barnes finished 50, will be on one of those relay teams, and Anthony Cox in sixth place, 46.20. So with the absence of the world champion Antonia Watson, it was still a very much exciting race with three sub 45 clock-ins. Announce yourself as you enter the chat. Don't leave the chat there. Great performance by DeAndre Watkins just a few minutes ago. 44.48 to finish first place. New national champion. That was special. Yeah, that he is now the ninth person, ninth Jamaican man to go under 45 seconds in our track and field history. And we have a rich history in the 400 meter, as the 4x4 is our first Olympic medal since being on display for the world to bask in our greatness as Jamaicans. Next up is the junior decathlon 1500 meter, the final event for these young men. I don't know if you check out the thing there, the men's 100 meter from earlier. Well, they have the men's 100 meter. Overall, the 100 meters. If you didn't see it, I'll just run back through those times. So in heat one, Tishian Thompson dropped a scintillating 9.84 seconds ahead of Akeem Blake, and both of them were looking easy, shutting it down. Coach Francis came out earlier and said he will Tishian will not be going out that hard, seeing that he didn't get as much sleep because of the doping tests that were being performed on him last night. So he went home. He reached home about 1:30 last night and wasn't able to get the full rest. And Coach Francis was saying was disrupting his sleep regimen, his recovery regimen. That is. So glad to see that he came out looked comfortable in that 9.84 seconds. So yeah, so Kejan was the third place finisher from that one, ahead of Sanjay Davidson and Jelani Walker. Kejan Golson ran a time of 10.10 seconds. Davidson and Walker both clocked a time of 10.14 seconds. I like the live as a routine. Really appreciate any amount of people who fought on the live. So in heat two, that man oblique Seville, special talent, no, special talent, big things to come from him, come this Paris Olympics. The oblique Seville ran a time of easy 9.83, shutting it down before the line, at least 10-15 meters before the line. He shut it down. Ahead of Brian Deville, who clocked a new personal best. Remember, he was a champs, boys and girls champs, standout, and he clocked a time of 9.98 seconds, to looking easy as well to finish second in that heat ahead of Jelani Garden, 10.11 seconds, and they were no non-automatic qualifiers from this heat. So that is to show you how fast heat one was. But the fastest time in this one definitely outdid that one, and it will be a race come the finals later. So when it look at the finals list, finals list is not bad, Let me just take a second to announce the lane draws. So Jelani Walker, lane 1, he came in with a time of 10.14 seconds. Kajan Gosa, lane 2, 10.10 seconds. Lane 3, Akeem Blake, 10.01 seconds. Brian Level, 9.98 is in lane 4. Oblique Deville, lane 5, 9.83 seconds. Kishan Thompson, 9.84 seconds for lane 6. Lane 7, Jelani Garden, 9.10.11 seconds. And Sanjay Davidson in lane 8, 10.14 seconds. Yeah, so that is the final list for the men's 100 meters. So for the women's 100 meter semifinals, in heat 1, Jillian Fraser Price took an easy 10.91 seconds to qualify for the finals. Easy, shutting it down early. Kemba Nelson, her training partner, finished second, in a time of 11.04 seconds, which is her season's best. If you know, she has been having a relatively poor season so far, but this was good showing from her to qualify for the finals. In third place was Natasha Morrison, and that girl come from my hometown. She is one of the gems of this year, Glengarth. She has two big posters put up, one at the police station and one at her former high school, the Glengarth High School. Yeah, man. So big things from her. Big things from a former past student from there as well, Malik James King. He left Glengarth High and went to Calabar in his later years, and he clocked a time of 47.42 seconds. He's now the second fastest man in Jamaican history to contest the 400 meter hurdles, and he is set to do great things for this country come Paris. He has been improving great this season. So in Heat 2, Tia Clayton got a surprise win over, well, surprise to some, not to all. For the time, that is 10.86 seconds ahead of Sherika Jackson, who clocked a time of 10.87 seconds. And remember, Sherika Jackson is the second place finisher from last year World Championship, a 10.65 runner at her best, and 21.4 seconds at personal best. So so that was a big achievement for Tia. First sub 10 clocking, just blasted past 10.9 and just settled in that 10.8 area. So she is looking forward to possibly making that team for Paris, as both her and the two veterans are way ahead of everybody else. Sasha Lee Forbes finished third in that one. He clocked a time of 11.09 seconds to finish third. She qualified for the final automatically. The non-automatic qualifiers, basically fastest losers as they are typically called, Brianna Williams, she finished in a time of 11.15 seconds. Ahead of Shaka Richards' training partner. That group of ladies swept the U.S. national trials. Brianna Williams, Alana Reed, she finished in a time of 11.16 seconds to get that second non-automatic spot. If you're just tuning in, make sure to like the live, subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet. Thank you for turning out. You could be elsewhere, but you choose to make it Athletics TV. Really appreciate that. So yeah, that was the women's 100-meter semifinals, at least the qualifiers. A whole lot of upsets to come later. You know, Dennis Smith's training camp has been doing well, very well in the US trials, and it seems it might just translate here in Jamaica with Alana Reid, but who knows? There are 3 ladies way ahead of them, but the race has not been run as yet, so we can't call it. So the lane assignments for the finals: Brianna Williams in lane 1, Sasha Forbes in lane 2, Tia Clayton in lane 3, Sherika Jackson in lane 4, Kemba Nelson in lane 5, Shelly and Fraser Price in lane 6, Natasha Morrison in lane 7, and Alana Reid in that lane 8. So the lane assignments look decent. Nobody really seems out of place, and you know the finals is set to be a good one. So as I said a while ago, if you're just tuning in, please to do please to like the video, the live, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I really appreciate you guys turnout tonight. So for the men's 400-meter hurdles finals that ended earlier, let me just run through those times. So Mali James King with the upset. I did predict him winning, but maybe because of a friendly bias. He is well known in this area where I'm from. So he finished in a time of 47.42 seconds, which makes him the second fastest man in Jamaican history of the 400-meter hurdles. He placed ahead of Rashawn Clark. Rashawn Clark finished in a time of 48.04 seconds. And he was the defending champion. His title has been swept away from him by that Malik James King. Jail Hyde, he finished third in a time of 48.35 seconds. Sorry. He finished just ahead of Asani Wilson. Asani Wilson clocked a time of 48.36 seconds. Roxroy Cater was in fifth place. In the finals, he performed underwhelmingly in comparison to how he has been running all season, but nevertheless, he did complete the race healthy, it seemed. So that is good to say the least. So he clocked a time of 49.54 seconds. Demar Murray, another veteran in the field, he clocked a time of 49.69 seconds. Antonio Forbes, he finished seventh in a time of 50.31 seconds, and Robin Black 51.10 seconds to finish in eighth place. And that was a real good race. Check the channel a little later, and you will see me do an update on that race. If you're just coming in, please like the live, subscribe to the channel. Yeah. So before that, there was another 400-meter hurdles race, the women's 400-meter hurdles, which the 400-meter hurdles tonight was superlative to say the least. Rochelle Clayton finished just outside of the Jamaica national record. She clocked a time of 52.51 seconds. Hey, that's on a boy time. Only few women in the world have gone faster. Million Walker, national record holder. Sydney McLaughlin, Femke Ball, Dalila Mohammed, just a few women to surpass that time from Genevieve Russell. And she is looking to very much improve that come the Olympics. Genevieve Russell, who have been struggling with injuries all season, she finished second in a time of 53.33 seconds. Cheyenne Salmon, she representing Adidas, she finished in a time of third in a time of 53.71 seconds. So yeah, I know things are going in the 400-meter hurdles. And then at night, sadly, didn't finish in the top three. However, she cannot really fight it because the ladies ahead of her performed superlatively, and she was just left behind to get a minor spot and not being able to make it to the Olympic Games. So yeah, after that, the trials is mixed with the juniors. So the semifinals of the junior 100 meters was run earlier, and the qualifiers for the finals um, as it went down are as follows. Sabrina Dakri, she qualified in a time of 11.23 seconds um, to finish first place and get the number one qualifying standard. Brianna Campbell, she finished second in a time of 11.48 seconds. Um, Tiana Forbes, she finished in third place in a time of 11.68 seconds. The non-automatic qualifier from this semifinal was Canela Hope. She finished in a time of 11.94 seconds. Yes, so those were the qualifiers from Heat 1. The qualifiers from Heat 2 was Shania Douglas. She finished in a time of, and this was a very easy look from Shania Douglas. She finished in a time of 11.44 seconds, just ahead of Tiana Lee Terlong. She finished in a time of 11.46 to get that second place, and it was basically jogging all the way from these ladies. So brilliant performance. No, they can't complain. Alia Baker, she finished third. She is the class one champion from Heidel. She finished third in a time of 11.63 seconds. Um, Kiara Michael finished fourth in a time of 11.80. And those ladies run after the qualifiers for the under 20 girls 100 meter. So the qualifiers will line up as follows. In lane one, Kiara Michael in lane one. Yeah. So Alia Baker in lane two, Tenali Terlang in lane three, Sabrina Dakri in lane four, Shania Douglas in lane five, Brianna Campbell in lane six, Kennedy Terlang in lane seven. Um, Surprising, she's in lane seven. Canela Hope, she's in lane eight. Yeah, so those are the lane assignments for the under 20 girls 100 meters. Just coming in, please to subscribe to the channel, like the video, push the engagement to see if we can get more people um, in the live and engage in the chat. So we can have the rhythm going. You can ask me whatever you want as it relates to track and field. I will much obliged to answer any question posed. So yeah. Oh yeah, the international men's 100 meter was run earlier. I'm not seeing the times, but oh yeah, Earl Simmons finished first place from GC Foster. He represents St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He finished in a time of 10.13, equaling his national record. In second place was Christopher Bowser from Haiti. He finished in a time of 10.4224 seconds. Sorry. Nikhil Harris from St. Kitts and Nevis. He finished third, as you see, in a time of 10.2. sorry about that. I'm back. Internet issues been having me away from week, but we still have the thing. We're not gonna make that stop with. Yeah. So where was I? I was at the boys 100 meters qualifiers for the finals tonight. So DeAndre Daly, he qualified from heat one in a easy 10.25 seconds. Um, Kyle Richards, he finished in a time of 10.44 seconds to finish second in heat two. Um, Joan Romaldo Smith, he finished third in 10.49 seconds to get the one non-automatic qualifying spot from this heat. In heat two, Gerkart shut it down to clock a time of 10.15 seconds. And these guys are looking scary. Many have been predicting a sub 10 clocking to break the national junior record set by Nkumi Boadi just last year at the Boys and Girls Championship. Jace Spencer, he finished second. He's from DC Faster. He finished second in a time of 10.42 seconds to make the final. And Romario Hines, he finished third in a time of 10.52 seconds. Yeah. So he got the non-automatic spot from this semifinal. So in semifinal three, there were no non-automatic qualifiers. Nyron Wade, he finished in a time of 10.33 seconds to finish in third place. Ahead of Hector Benjamin, the JC man, or the MVP man. He finished in a time of 10.58 seconds to get that second automatic qualifying spot. So we are at the main event stage. Well, just about. We have the men's Masters final to be run shortly. This is just a race for entertainment, really, and truly to, show a little respect for those who have been there. And these guys have to be 35 years and older to qualify for this race. What kind of time are we predicting? Let's see if we want to get the chat active. What kind of time are we going to predict?
One list: Paul Tyndale, Jason Howell, and Gilmore Ryan. As I said to it, Samuel Griffiths there, and
no one really notable in this race. So it's just one of those pastime races. We're not really going to focus on it. We just wait and focus on the main events. From a throw on my glasses, say a different thing.
has the interesting honor of running fast as a masters that he did in high school. 10:90, and he's 91 or last year, yeah.
So yeah, they must say this man run faster as a master than he did when he was young. That is crazy. So Johan Ogilvy is in lane one. Matthew Wanditz is in lane two. Samuel Belvit in lane three. Horatio Wanditz in lane four. At the time, that mix up. At the time, because the race one already, the time I mix up. So Johan Ogilvy, in lane one, he seemed to have won the race. Either Samuel Belvit and the winner clocked a time of 10.9. So he was way ahead of everybody else, 10.97. The second place finisher, Samuel Belvit, he finished in a time of 13 .02. Richard McGrath or something like that. 13.03 in third place. Whoa. That was about a 20 meter win for Ogilvy in fine style. It is. That was a bit of fun for the elder guys. Yeah, man, I time to drop on the glasses now because the juniors will be, you know, showing out in their 100 meters. Um, Hopefully the internet no bug out in this one. Big up on yourself for the three people playing forward. Much appreciated. They were poor earlier, and you know really appreciate everybody for forwarding. See one more there. Yeah, man, really appreciate everybody. Make sure to like the live as they come in. As we prepare for the men's the 100 meter overall. For everybody, for junior and senior. So 5 people. Make sure to you like the live. I really appreciate the support. What time I think I could drop in at least the girls under 20 100 meter, because at least 3 ladies in that race is potentially um a sub 11 runner, but it is easier said than done. Tenali Terlang, Shania Douglas, and Sabrina Dakri. Dakri is the favorite so far. She has been setting personal best after personal best. She ran a time of um, 11.21 seconds yesterday to lower her personal best, ahead of Tiana Lee Terlang. Um, so Tiana Lee Terlang, I think her personal best is 11.23 seconds. She was the favorite for Boys and Girls Championship, but she lost to Dockery. That was for the girls class too. So let me go over the lane assignments again. Kiara Michael, lane one, Alia Baker in lane two, Tiana Lee Terlang, lane three. Oh, they them switch it up. Sabrina Dockery in lane four, Janaya Douglas, lane five, Brianna Campbell, lane six, um, Tony, sorry, Tony and Forbes, lane seven, and Canela Hope in lane eight. So these young ladies are getting ready to kick off the fast um, 100 meters after the Masters just a while ago. So, and that wasn't bad from the Masters. No, there was a sub level clocking with Johan Ogilvy. He clocked 10.97 seconds. So the elites are now being announced for this women's 100 meter. For the people that turn out, really appreciate it so far. Feel me don't want to be, but I appreciate everybody who come in earlier. The people that were here right now. I really appreciate everybody tuning in and liking the live. Oh yeah, so Sabrina Dockery lost at Boys and Girls, but won the character trials 100 meters a week later, beating Kennedy Taylor. Some special juniors are coming up. We are witnessing basically a change in the guard, as to the sprint dominance in the world. But Jamaica is set to try and matriculate some super talented young ladies for next season. So we already got two more sub level clock-ins from um well, three if you count Tina Tia Clayton. She ran 10.86 earlier to beat Sherka Jackson. Um, Even though she didn't qualify Crystal Slowly, she clocked a time of 10.99 earlier, running against Marie Jose Talu. So they are on their marks for the women's, the under 20 girls, sorry, 100 meters. Just doing the final checks. Set. And they are off. And Dakri with her usual bullet start, but Tiana Lee Terlong leaving her in her wake with that super acceleration, and she's about a meter or so ahead of her, with China Douglas closing. Wow, that was about 11.0. Wow, that was a super fast time from Tiana Lee Terlong, and that's a new personal best for her. So the official time is 11.13 seconds ahead of Shania Douglas. She clocked a time of 11.28 seconds ahead of Sabrina Dockery. She clocked a time of 11.29 seconds. So this was a big upset to the favorite. Sabrina was the favorite coming in, obviously, with the fastest personal best, but Tenali Terlang, the what 16-year-old, 17-year-old, she dropped her personal best to 11.13, and you can see the happiness on the Sabrina Douglas um, from Mushet High School. So if you don't know Mushet High School, that is a school in a very rural area in Trelawny. They have been producing some good athletes, especially this year with Romaldo Smith and Miss Douglas here. But that was some real good running by Tiana Lee Taylor. She was second basically out of the box, but her acceleration was so super. She blasted past Sabrina Dockery, and the fast finishing Shania Douglas came back at the very last second to beat Sabrina Dockery on the line. Wow. And if that time is any indication of what will come further tonight with the other athletes, we are in for a show. We are definitely in for a show. So for the men's for the boys under 20, we should expect something around 10.0 to 9.9. The national junior record is definitely under threat, um, to say the least. So if that time is any indication of what will happen, some fast times are set to drop in the boys under 20, the men's finals and the women's finals. Um, so a lot of talking has been going on. Everybody has said Jamaica finish as if Jamaica can be finished. They don't know us now. They can't study us now. We peak when the time is right. Peak when the time is right. The year has been ups and downs, but this here set of athletes are special, and they know when to put that race together. Yeah, so let me announce the boys finals for the 100 meter under 20. So Ron Romaldo White Smith, sorry, Smythe, sorry. He is in lane one. Kyle Richards he's in lane two. DeAndre Daly, lane three. Jace Witter, he's in lane four. Um, Gary Card is in lane five. Nyron Wade is in lane six. Hector Benjamin is in lane seven. And Romario Hines is in lane eight. So those are the boys for the under 20 100 meter finals. The two really favorite coming into this race is DeAndre Daly with a personal best of 10.08 second set last year. Um, he is rounding into form well this year. He started slowly. He was injured, but he has brought that time down to 10.16 seconds. Um, the other favorite for this one, the second favorite for this one is Gary Card, Wolmer's boy. He had a personal best of 10.2 coming into these trials, and he lowered it earlier tonight to a time of looking easy. I might add, in a time of 10.15 seconds in the semifinals. So this race is set to be something of a spectacle, to say the least. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, as we try to get you up to date analysis on what is going on to the national in the national stadium. I'm not able to show the race, but I hope this will suffice for everybody, and I hope you are getting value for your attention. And they are being announced right now. Um, DeAndre Dale, the second fastest Jamaican junior of all time, and he is seeking to break that national junior record and head into the finals. Um, head into the World Junior Games um, as the fastest junior in the world. And you know that time is held currently by Christian Miller from the United States. He clocked a time of 9.93 earlier this year. And I think he is a part of the senior relay pool for the United States. He finished fifth in that trials just last week, Sunday. Well, this week, Sunday. All right, so they are lane seven in their introduction of the athletes, and lane eight now is Maria Hines from Monroe College. After this are the big race, them people, so don't know that go. Don't know that go. And if you say not more than that, national record 9.99 seconds by Boraji Nkome, and they have been given the orders to get on their marks. Hey, this race should be a good one, to say the least. And they are settling into the blocks as we speak. Set position, and they are off. And DeAndre Daly with that superstar with Gary Card really stepping on him, and Gary Card has surpassed him to finish in a time of flash time of 10.07 seconds. Let's see what it is corrected to. That would be a new lifetime best if it is set at that was an upset, to say the least. 10.07. That is his personal best and the winning time for the under 20 boys 100 meters. Whoa. So the top three is as follow. Gary Card pulling out that upset win in a time of 10.07 seconds. DeAndre Daly finished in second. He normally has the best top end speed, but his acceleration was good, but he was not able to finish as he usually does. He finished in a time of 10.16 seconds. Naron Wade, probably expected. He finished in a time of 10.36 seconds, and that was a beautiful performance from Gary Card. And if you know him, he's a better 200-meter runner, and he's expected to contest the senior 200 meters come tomorrow and Sunday if he does make it to the finals. That was a very bizarre race from DeAndre Daly, who usually finishes well, but has a typically poor start. But Gary Card, with the superior top end speed, was able to pull away from him to get the win. Um, and he will be looking forward to the senior men's 200-meter come tomorrow, and if he does make the final on Sunday. So, we're going to adjust the glasses and set up for the women's 100-meter finals. So, the lane jars are as follows: Brianna Williams, Sasha Lee Forbes, Tia Clayton, new sub 10 lady for Jamaica, um, Sherika Jackson, um, lane 4, Kemba Nelson in lane 5, Shelly and Fraser Price in lane 6, Natasha Morrison in lane 7, and Alana Reid in lane 8. If what happened in the US trials is to repeat itself with Alana Reid, knowing that her training partners finished first, second, and third and swept that US trials, she might be in for a treat, given that she fought her way to the finals. The times has not been as spectacular as her training partners, but um, if you know anything, you don't count out anybody that is around people, sorry, that are doing particularly well. Never count them out.
Infinite Freeze Price continue up 5 star. Take Whistler, Kemba Nelson. Nice. Running from Shelly Fraser Price. Shuts it down and cuts across left. Here, Sherika Jackson, the world champion, silver medalist. CFA on the inside, though, running a stomp race. Sherika Jackson comfortable. 1083 for CFA. Jackson from the fight.
Yeah, recorded a big run to win that under 20 boys 100-meter finals at the national championship, as we get ready to see what Shelly and Fraser Price and Sherika Jackson and company have in store for us. I'm open already for big time dropping a car, big time. Big time. It is slated, is on the menu for tonight. Women's 100-meter finals. Um, but who will be the national champion, and how impressive will they look? So they seem to be taking Natasha off the track for some reason or the other. It seems that the medical team is. Oh, it seemed to be her hand. They are just in her hand. She seems to have hurt her hand just a while ago. So nothing to worry about. The medical staff is just basically putting a band-aid on um, a wound she must have um, got earlier when she was setting up her blocks. Have me afraid to go and know say the native. And she will always a reply. Her chances are slim at this moment, but always a very repair. I can see the face on Sherika Jackson. Sherika Jackson focus na Sherika Jackson. Well focus the people. Hey, you see Shelly tonight. Shelly look like she want ball because she say, "Yo, this is probably the last time, or definitely the last time I'll be running in my home country." Um, it is this is a very bittersweet national championship. However, we will appreciate her for every single year she has given us about 15 years at the top, 16 years at the top thereabout. Since 2008, she and Usain Bolt emerged at the same time, and you could say both really overshine everybody, but her achievements can never be downplayed. She is the third fastest woman in history over the 100 meter. She's a two-time Olympic 100-meter champion. She is a five-time world champion over the 100 meters. Um, simply amazing. Um, a career that will be hard to replicate by anyone. Um, Even though she was riddled with injuries throughout her career, she really stepped it up, especially in this last segment of her competition. She lowered her personal best that was set for years at 10.70 seconds, and she lowered it last year, no, year before last, sorry, to a time of 10.60. Um, Earlier, well, last week or week before last, her former coach Stevie Francis said he was not convinced as to what she and both Elaine were running. However, Elaine Thompson unfortunately pulled out, so she will not be defending any of her Olympic titles this year, sadly. But you know, Chilean Fraser Price is there to represent. Stevie Francis said he was not convinced by her running, and I was told that the taping on her knee was just a prop. He is the greatest of all time, as Bruce just said. So no flow to her. It will be sad to see her go. From night, me no look at on her face because she look like she want ball. I don't know. So yo, she is basically a world favorite, loved by everybody, hated by probably none. But you know, so you got always have some haters. But Shelly and Fraser Price, super athlete. Um, is a mother, all that. So let's get ready for the women's 100-meter finals. As I said, I can't show the race, but I will be doing commentary um, for this women's 100 meters. Let's see how it goes. So, and they have been given the orders to go on their marks. Don't want to try to be a mango there. Women's 100-meter finals, and they are doing the final checks. Let's see. Set, and they are off. And Shelley and Fraser Price bullet start. Sherika Jackson is now running back with Tia Clayton in the lead so far, but Sherika Jackson has passed her, and Sherika Jackson is our national champion. 10.84 seconds. She took that win. Very very strong race from her. Um, Tina Tia Clayton, sorry, she came second in a time of 10.90 seconds, beating the greatest of all time, Shelley and Fraser Price. She clocked a time of 10.94 seconds, just behind Tina Clayton. So in fourth place was Stasha Lee Forbes, 11.04 seconds. Kemba Nelson in fifth place, 11.14 seconds. And in sixth place is Alana. Well, basically tied for fifth place. Um, Even down to the hundreds of thousands of seconds. Alana Reid is tied with Kimber Nelson for 11.14. So that that training camp with Shakari Richardson is proving somewhat beneficial. It's her first year out of high school, so she does have another season coming up next year with them at least to see if she does matriculate to that um, sub 10 barrier as she did in high school when she was training with um, the Hardale High School with Corey Burke as the head coach. Sherika Jackson start was really poor now when you look at it now, people. Tia Clayton really stepped out, left them. Shellyan, she reacted well, but her acceleration was not that of the Mamiraki we are used to. But she looked very much comfortable, to say the least. She looked very much comfortable. Um, she kind of stepped off a little bit. So T, Tia was able to get that second place. Wow. Tia Clayton really making her mark at this year national trials. And someone told me that I shouldn't roll them out. No, I shouldn't roll out the twins. And it seemed like this one twin has really stepped up um, to represent for both sisters. Junior standouts, no. Senior standouts really matriculated well into the senior program. People have been saying that they are moving too slow, but slow seems to be right at this moment. And guess what? Slow was, but slow is not is. She has really turned it around, um, and is now the second fastest woman for Jamaica this year, behind Sherika Jackson. The time was not as spectacular as in the US trials. However, we won't watch that. We want to watch what other people do, just do one thing and represent to the best of our abilities. Not true. So are we ready for the men's 100 meter final? Noah acted as if he wasn't phased by Kishian's 9.82 second um, clocking last night, even though he surpassed his personal best, which Noah equal at US trials. And that remember, the Oregon track is at altitude in comparison to the Jamaican track. So the time he ran would have um, been calculated to around 9.85. So the same time he normalized run at the Racers Grand Prix. So we are getting ready for the men's 100-meter finals. Let me give you the lane assignments for this one. So Jelani Walker, lane one, Kajan Gosu, lane two, Akeem Blake, lane three, Brian Devell in lane four, Oblique Seville in lane five, Shane Thompson in lane six, um, Jelani Gordon in lane 7 and Sanjay Davidson in lane 8. So my picks for this one is really and truly oblique to Kishian to Davidson. But any card can play. Akeem Blake has been looking really well over the championship. He has timed his peak to perfection, it seems, and is looking to make an upset. But so is Ryan Level. He um, come into the final with a time of 9.98 seconds, a new personal best, and he shut it down. He was looking very easy, but his run is really deceptive. You can't really tell with that guy what time, what how fast he's really running, but he always seems to run a good time, and he seems to have timed his training this year to perfection. And Shanique Osborne is his coach now. And if I can remember last year, Shanique Osborne took Elaine from an 11 second runner. Elaine, which is her personal best, is 10.5. She was struggling last year and she started to train with Shanique Osborne and she clocked a time of 10.7, 8, 10.79 to end last year, but switched camp because of let's say financial reasons, um, reason with the coaching contract. But Brian Level, superlative from him. Um, we'll wait for next year to see how Alien does because she is suffering from some micro tears in her Achilles tendon and it is very hard to even walk with that type of injury. Um, Much less run. So she pulled out of the championships just yesterday. Sad news, but the chance goes on. She will not be defending her title. However, at the same time, we still have three ladies we, which will be vying for that title in Paris to see if Jamaica can still retain the Olympic title with very strong opposition from Shakara Richardson and Julian Alfred, which are the two main competitors outside of Jamaica. So they are announcing the guys for the men's 100-meter currently. This is a really strong field now. We seem we seem to be heading back to the Bolt esque era, which is the era of fast times for the country. And once you have fast time for the country, you will have fast time for the world. But one Jamaica, one champion. So the national champion did not make it to the finals here. That is Rowan Watson. He finished outside of um, all of the qualifying spots, and he did not. He was not able to make it as one of the fastest. He is said to be in the best shape of his life, but that is probably health wise. But he was not fast enough to pull it off earlier tonight in semifinal two. Kishian Thompson was um it was stated that he will not run super fast tonight because he got home after 1:30 last night because of extensive drug testing. So his coach Stevie Francis said he was very tired. Um, and his recovery regimen was being disturbed, so he would not go all out. But he seems to still be healthy. Um, Hopefully, the race goes as smooth as possible, and he is one of those persons to book their ticket for Paris. So it seems that the wind conditions are bad. I didn't really notice that from the woman, but I'll see if I can check to see what the wind reading was. So the wind reading was negative. So maybe we get a good time, maybe not. Um, we have to wait and see. So they have been given the orders to get on their mark, and so something some sub 980 is expected to be on display tonight. So let us see who will be the national champion. Hmm. On your marks, set, and they are off. and Oblique Civil with a beautiful start, but Kishane Thompson is there with him, and they are going neck for neck on the final 50 meters. But Kishane Thompson steps ahead of him, but Oblique Civil in second place, 10.77, big time by Kishane Thompson, big time by Kishane Thompson. Wow, wow, new world lead in time. Remember, this guy has never run before yesterday so far this season. He ran 30 meters at a track meet, but he has now come to the national trials, and he really stepped out of them. Wow, this is really threatening. And some people up north, I know they are getting nervous right now, but guess what? Guess what? You talk big before, talk big now. Kishane Thompson is here to stay. That was a super time from Kishane Thompson. Whoa. Who could have thought? Who could have thought? Well, I could have thought. When I hear someone like Stephen Francis talk, you don't question anything he has to say. Okay? I can leave you with that. You do not question anything that man or Glenn has to say, because they know their athletes well. He said he was in the best shape of his life, and he came out to win the men's 100 meter at the national trials tonight. Hey, the interview, every time I go on Instagram, I see the interview with Noah Lyles when they told him what time Kishane jogged in the heat. He said, I hope he can stay healthy and take a drink of water. He is healthy. He is healthy, and he will stay healthy until Paris. Coach Francis has invested a lot in this young man's development. Wow. I thought he could have won, so a bit of upset for me. However, this is great for Jamaican sprinting. I knew sub 10.7 man. WCB was not able to go under that barrier, but it is what it is. So the time goes as well. Kishane Thompson 9.77 seconds. Oblique Seville 9.82 seconds, equaling his personal best. Akeem Blake third place. He is under that plane for Paris. He finished in a time of 9.92 seconds with Brian Lavelle in fourth place in a time of 10.04 seconds. Jelani Walker 10.04 also. He finished in third place. The win reading is positive 0.9. So in sixth place was in sixth place was Jelani Gordon, 10.07 seconds. Sanjay Davidson in seventh place, 10.11 seconds, and Kajan Golson finishing last in a time of 10.21 seconds. So, hey, but the red, white, and blue there. Now, them not come out tonight because they're nervous now. But guess what? Jamaica are nervous. Jamaica are nervous. We say we got on the glasses and we, hey, we both see another people. We both see another. New world lead from Kishane Thompson. That was a performance. That was a performance. Massive, big time. And he is only what the third Jamaican to go under 10.80 seconds. That was something else. Let me even check on that stat. So in the I'll check on his overall where rankings first. So 9.77 seconds, the former world record set by Asafa Paul, trained by his same coach, Stephen Francis. So he is tied with Ferdinand Omaniala, a time of with the time of 9.7 seconds to 77 seconds to place ninth on the all-time list of men in the 100 meter throughout history. Well, that was something else. That was something else. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He really turned it up now, people. In turn up the heat on them. Them know say, yo, and a better rose this. People been asleep, them better wake up now because Kishane Thompson is here to stay. I told them from last year, He has been running good. He was injured and he ran 9.8 seconds. What me feel like me keep on as a 10. He ran 9.8 seconds last year, and he was injured. So this year, with him being fit and healthy, he did what? He equaled the ninth place overall ranking for the world. He is now placed fourth all time behind a Safa poet, Johan Blake, and the world record holder Usain Bolt. So, hey, for that performance, no, big performance that people, me I tell you, say big performance by Kishian Thompson. He did what many people did not expect him to do about 2 years ago, but last year he came out and he is putting on some stellar performances. Um, so fourth all time for Jamaica, ninth all time for the world, fastest man in the world this year. It was it was not to say an upset for Oblique Civil. Oblique Civil seems to always get turned down by some super um, breakout run by somebody in these national finals. So he did not um, get his national title today, but he is only 23 years old. He has a lot of time to go. So you'll have to wait and see how he really steps it up. But you know, we have what 2 months ago, both Kishian and Oblique and Akeem Blake, the three that I expected to make the team. They are in for Paris, and we can drop for some. Yeah, man, big performance, big performance, big performance. So, um, at the end of the night, we had a decent showing from the ladies. They ran in a negative headwind of 0.3. The men ran in a positive tailwind of 0.9. So some good performances from everybody tonight, from the juniors to the seniors, from the four hurdles to the 100 meters. We saw a 145 um, from the 800 meters men's finals with I think Tyrese Rowland, who won that one ahead of the former champion Navaski Anderson. So yeah, stay tuned. After this, I'll be dropping a video. Anybody that came into the live, ensure that you will like and subscribe to the channel. So yeah, um, that was a beautiful one. Definitely was a beautiful one. Um, so this is it for the night. Thank you all for tuning in, and stay tuned for me to drop a video on my reaction of that men's 100-meter analysis and all that. So um, until next time, until a few hours, Chocolatics out. Come on or something. Yo, this thing I kept me. This thing I keep me in people. Like I'm leave.